Hi everyone, this is ScreenguardGuy. Welcome to another Dota 1 commentary. Today's game is going to be between ttesports.Perfect and GX.Brutal for the Thai Esports League. And I know what you're all thinking. Oh no, ScreenguardGuy, it's another Dota 1 commentary. You just put one out a few days ago. Wow, how are you able to push these all out so very quickly? We love you. Here, please sign my breasts. Well, the reason why is because, first of all, I'm really bored. And I really love doing these. Ooh, Lycanthrope as well as Darkseer. I'll talk about those in a minute. And second of all, like Wolverine, I'm the best at what I do. And what I do is produce Dota 1 commentaries, apparently. Anyway, it's going to be Lycanthrope as well as Darkseer first ban. Darkseer, of course, one of those heroes. I'm not going to talk too much about him, primarily because I realized I knew nothing about this hero. Before, when he used to come out, I used to really make fun of it. I said, oh, yeah, Darkseer, that's going to be such a turnaround because his Wall of Illusion is so great. And I used to be really sarcastic. And true to form, I think we didn't really see so much outstanding play from Darkseer. Sort of like a Queen of Pain. I mean, sometimes useful, very hit and miss. But then around the TI2 section, we saw a lot of beautiful plays within TI, within the international, and around the same time, I think the GEST August, we started seeing Darkseer being picked a lot more than he was in the past, and we started seeing some really strong impact from him, using the Surge, becoming such a ganking hero, becoming such a tanky hero. It was just absolutely insane. So actually become more of a pleasure to watch, and I just realized, you know, I'm still learning with Dota. Really don't know. I really underestimate him as a hero. Is he first ban worthy material? In my opinion, maybe not. Really depends on a lot of other heroes. I mean, if we're looking at the other bans, we're going to be seeing Furion, we're going to be seeing Rubik, all very common pickups. Morphling as well, all very powerful heroes, particularly in the late game. And Batrider, of course, such a high impact hero within the Southeast Asian scene. We're going to be seeing Naga Siren picked up first, probably the most common hard carry after Lycanthrope. Naga Siren, of course, has that very powerful ultimate, Song of Siren, but has, well, I guess she like Lycanthrope, there are many ways to get around her. If there's not a good follow-up, there's not a good initiation, she does need a little bit of farm, and she can be outcarried by other heroes. We've seen her outcarried by a Chaos Knight, although it is a close run thing. We've seen her easily outcarried by a Weaver. It's not the most end of the world thing. So we're going to be seeing a Puck as well as Invoker picked up. Invoker, I'm hoping to be able to talk a little bit more about this. I'm thinking gonna go mid Invoke. I'm sorry, and probably Exhort Quas. Usually, it used to be, before 6.74, the build would be Quas Wex. Then afterwards, it became very popular to pick up Exhort Wex. And then nowadays, it's super popular to pick up Exhort Quas, so it just, my mind is like, yeah, Invoker, as if, you know, he's such a complicated hero for me. Anyway, definitely I think you want to pick up at least one level of that Quas. Cold Snap, a very useful spell for Harass, and particularly if you want to get a kill on a hero. Let's say it's Queen of Pain, or somebody else towards the mid lane who's very momentum based. Maybe not so much a Rubik. I think you can kill him once or twice, and he can still come back and just bite you in the ass about 20 minutes in if you leave him alone. Really very useful, that Cold Snap. Again, just high damage heroes, because it does give you quite an intense amount of regen early on. What else was I going to say? And certainly having an Exhort, very powerful for Sunstrike, so you can just like go around the map and start contributing earlier on, even though Invoker does need a little bit of farm. Not so much, just a little bit. We're going to be seeing it in Crystal Maiden as well as Earthshaker being picked up. Crystal Maiden, of course, very powerful support here. Earthshaker, the best ganker of the game, and I'm laughing a little bit because it's going to be a Warlock picked up. We haven't seen Demonic Lonic, I think that's how you say his name, picked up in forever. A very strong babysitting hero, so high impact in terms of his spells towards the late game. That rock, those infernals. Upheaval, actually very underrated. Very difficult to use. I don't think I've ever seen it used correctly in a non-pro game, as in a way that it's actually helped the game. More than just, okay, we're just going to cast it for the team fight. We're going to be seeing Windrunner also banned out. I think recognizing that, you know, Perfect... I just should say ttesports.Perfect. I believe they used to be Perfect Gaming until they picked up a sponsor. Do not quote me on that. I'm a little bit out of touch with the Thai scene. Recognizing, you know, ttesports.Perfect really want to do a... I don't think the ttesports.Perfect actually could have used that Windrunner. I think it's more of a... Maybe not. I mean, she's a very powerful hero. There's no lineup she doesn't really work with, but I don't think she's so suited towards that mid lane. sorry, that towards that sort of lineup. She's very, very much a ganking hero. I think there are other heroes which might have been a bit better. I mean, considering they have picked up the Warlock, I'm not sure if he's actually going to be trialing, or if he's actually going to be babysitting it, or if they're actually going to give him farm. He does work not bad as a semi-carry. I mean, you know, if you get him in Aghanims and Refresh Orbs, you're looking at 4 Golems, just boom, boom, boom. And certainly the follow-up with those Fatal Bonds, the amount of damage, the way he builds into teams. You know, you can pick up heroes with high-impact ultimates like Shadow Fiend, like Sand King. You know, I remember once seeing one game where it was a Magnetor, Sven, and Warlock, and I just thought the potential for damage was just absolutely insane, because those are 3 AoE stuns. Unfortunately, we never saw the Wombo combo, but I mean, you know, with good positioning, you won't get caught out. But still, you know, the potential's there, and I'm really, really hoping to see something. Aghanims, come on, Aghanims Warlock. I've never seen that in a pro game. That would be like an early Christmas present, except sort of not really. I had once, yeah, pretty much, we're just going to talk a little bit more about the Tiny instead. Tiny, a very, very powerful hero. I love to watch it. In fact, perfect game have gone for this sort of super ganking lineup, with maybe sort of the farming, like a Siren and a Crobulus, yes. Just want to talk about Tiny. Anyway, Tiny is such an insane amount of burst damage, and with that, actually, we've never seen, I think, an Aghanims picked up. Well, I've certainly never seen an Aghanims picked up in the Dota 1, but actually hits so hard, such a powerful and such a... He's a viable semi-carry in that regards. Certainly looking for him to be wandering around the map and just killing heroes in like 2 shots. Bounty Hunter as well is going to assist with that. So we're looking at a very, very strong ganking lineup from GX.Brutal. And I'm just going to be honest, that lineup sounds very, very brutal. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if Perfect have this sort of synergy, I want to say. I mean, you got Puck, who works so well with the Warlock, and certainly with the ultimate coming in from Crobulus, there's a lot of damage output. In terms of teamfight, I guess, in theory, ttesports.Perfect have this sort of advantage, but I don't really feel that's it. Maybe the last pick will change my mind entirely. What could it be? I don't know. It would have to be something in terms of teamfight. I'm thinking Magnetor might not be so bad. I mean, just as a setup hero. Somebody with an initiation. I mean, Puck is great with those blink daggers, but I actually think somebody with an even stronger initiation might be a little bit better. In fact, this is the only time, I'm very rarely going to say this, I think a Nyx assassin, also known as a Nerubian assassin in Dota 1, I gotta stop saying that, who I feel is the least impactful, most useless hero in the game. I've been owned by him, don't make that mistake. I mean, I think he's the... I have a discussion with one of my friends, he's the absolute counter to the Obsidian Destroyer, also known as the Outworld Destroyer, something random. But yeah, apart from that, I don't think he's that good. And we're gonna be seeing the Lord of Avernus. Okay, how does he work within this? Well, he's got a great heal. He's got a second life, that borrowed time ability, which he, I guess is okay. Death Prophet's going to be going for a quick bottle, going to be going to the bottom. I really thought she was going to go for solo mid, but it looks like it will be the Invoker. Not sure what he's going to pick up quite yet, Exhort or Quas or whatever. Usually you'll pick by now. We're going to be seeing Invoker go to the top. Is it going to be a tri-lane with the farm going to be going on the Death Prophet? Tri-lane up top, not the safe lane. That's unusual. Well, I guess they want to send their solo to the safe lane at the bottom, which is fair enough. We're going to be seeing Bounty Hunter going to be going, checking out the rune. Very, very wise, as he does. Of course, have his Windwalk so he can get out of there if he does meet any trouble. We're going to be seeing Creep Camp. You know, just going to make sure it's not getting blocked off. This tri-lane is going to be doing some very, very strong pulling. I wonder who's going to win. And we're going to be seeing actually a little bit of a meeting in the middle. We're going to be seeing just one right click going to be traded off. Warlock skilling. Fatal Bonds first. Very, very nicely done. Yeah, Crobulus is just going a little bit out. She does have not a particularly bad high base armor. We're going to be seeing some body blocks going to be going on for this creep camp. Going to prevent the Scourge from doing any pulls, at least for the next minute. Anyway, what was I going to say? Something about the laning phase. Well, shall we talk a little bit about the laning phase? Who is going to win up here? Well, you've always got these nice fishers that can come in and take down any particularly squishy heroes, and we're looking at 2 particularly squishy heroes. First of all, you have the demonic Lanik. What did I say? Lamnik. As well as this Crobulus, who's not particularly tanky at this point. I mean, she's quite tanky actually for an intelligence hero. But overall not really the most tankiness, and I'm just gonna check this out real quick. You're also gonna have to look out, of course, for that net plus the Fisher. There's a lot of potential for disable. There's a lot of potential for kills coming in here, if of course the Sentinel, if the Sentinel are ever out of position. For the Scourge side, not so much. It's very, very difficult to initiate a kill. For the Sentinel side to initiate a kill on the Scourge, but you know, you've always got Exhort that can come in at any time. You've got a reasonable amount of burst damage. Let me see a very long range Fisher. But those aphotic shields are going to go such a long way into dealing harass and to just being an absolute beast. And we're going to be checking out the mid lane. Want to see who's going to be winning up here? Well, this is a classic case of a ranged hero against a melee hero. Tiny's going to want to get that bottle really fast, and until he does, he's going to get so outlaned, just going to get hit so hard, especially considering how Exhort has been picked up on the Invoker, Carl. In fact, he could actually probably get a kill if he can land a sweet Exhort. Anyway, up top, we're going to be seeing a slight bit of harass once again. Not so much, just a few hits going to be traded. Gonna almost shut down 5-2. Actually, wow. Not so bad on the Naga Siren. I mean, considering he's a melee hero. Let's just check out our items real quick. She's going to be going for that Poor Man Shield. Not so bad at all. Being able to farm. It's not being shut down. We're going to be seeing Puck against, once again, melee against range. 11-3 against 2-0. Puck, usually one of those heroes who can get outlaned by a strong... Well, again, oh my goodness, it's actually pushing up top. A very, very strong ranged hero such as Queen of Pain. Even with that phase shift, it's not easy to outlane her, but it is very, very possible. We do usually see it getting done, but of course, if you're a melee hero, it's very, very difficult to do so. Once again, with that phase shift, with the illusory orbs, there's potential for burst damage. It's absolutely insane. Why am I checking the top lane and talking about the bottom lane, you may ask? Because I have this feeling, it's like a sixth sense, if you will. Something's going to happen right here. Anyway, Bottle has been picked up on the Crobulus. Definitely something she wants. She's going to be wanting to spam her nuke as frequently as possible. And you notice the way she gets it. She always wants to try and hit the hero as well. Considering how they have Fatal Bonds, that's going to be some extra damage. I think 15%, which is pure damage. In the meantime, mid lane, we're going to be using that toss in order to do some harassment on the Invoker. Invoker has picked up Quas, so it will be the Quas Exhort build. We see some pulls coming in from the Earthshaker. Very, very low. I'm just always like, I have this fantasy about the sweet Exhort. It's like, you know, some guys dream about like Anne Hathaway. I also dream about Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway playing an Invoker, and she's on my team, and she lands the sweet Exhort, or I land the sweet Exhort, and then Anne Hathaway is so suitably impressed. He's trying to catch out the Crobulus with that Fisher. I think that might have been a kill. I think I managed to do so. Unfortunately, just a little bit short. So some good use of that Sentry Ward's going to be for counter warding, actually. Ooh, nice Sunstrike. Unfortunately, gonna miss. Yep, and there it is. The counter ward's coming out. Very, very common play now from support to do so. We're going to be seeing level 5 on the Invoker versus level 4, so really, really outlaning that Tiny. In the meantime, there's going to be a bit go. There's the long-range Fisher. Fatal Bonds has been cast. Looks like Crobulus is going to be alright. Aphotic Shield going to be placed on her just to keep her alive. She will be the semi-carry. She'll be the one that's getting the farm within this tri-lane. 12-1 against 12-3, so they're both farming reasonably okay. I'm actually very, very impressed by Nagasaki. I mean, the amount of harass that exists within this lane. We're talking Fatal Bonds. We're talking the burst damage coming in, and that carry on Swarm. We're talking, you know, aphotic shield damage. That is a lot of harass, and she's actually managed to hold her own and get that amount of farm. That is great work. I mean, it's also down to strong supports as well, keeping up the harass on the Scourge side. But still, man, that is some strong play. We're going to be seeing some boots. It will be bottle crowing. If you guys are unfamiliar with the technique, we're looking at multiple couriers. On both sides, we're going to be ferrying bottles back and forth, particularly for this Tiny as well as for the Crobulus. And maybe from the Invoker, we see an Avalanche. Is there going to be a toss follow-up? Is there? Oh, Avalanche, usually if you want to get a toss, you want to use it twice. That way you get more damage. And yes, it looks like Invoker will be going down. A beautiful Sunstrike! Oh, managed to get the first blood. And now there's an Ice Wall, in fact. Is there going to be a Ghost Walk out there? Nope, just Ice Wall to prevent that harass. But long-range Fisher, wow, that was amazing, amazing play. And yeah, okay, wow, okay, you're just gonna go back? Okay, that's cool. Really thought Long Range Fisher would have finished off the Invoker, but yeah, a very, very early push gonna come on the top lane from Perfect, and they are gonna get themselves a sweet tower, which is some tower gold Tower gravy gold. In the meantime, bottom lane completely dominated. 33-11 within 5 minutes, more than 6 a minute. Wonder what Puck is going to go for. He's already gotten the mana boots, can go for an early blink, and that is just devastating. I mean, you do not want to give heroes such insane initiation power. Even more initiation power. Now, Alexandra, on the other hand, sitting at about 13-3, has not picked up her man shield yet. It's just not good, and this push is actually not stopping. Okay, that's cool. Can keep pushing. Yeah, not going to gank, instead just going to keep pushing. Very, very powerfully done. In the meantime, GX.Brutal has not managed to capitalize on their high ganking lineup and have not been, well, I think really roaming as much as they should. We're going to level of growth has been picked up on the Tiny, but look at the amount of damage that Invoker's actually able to pull off. He's going to go for Force Staff next instead of Phase Boots. Going to get Force Staff first, I'm guessing, just judging by this Staff of Wizardry, but really can be almost anything. We're going to be seeing, yes, there was a bit of a go, so I guess Earthshaker is starting to roam, but he hasn't got any mana. No clarity's picked up on him. This is not what you want to see in terms of a roaming Earthshaker Sun person. And we're going to be seeing another push, going to be coming in for the top lane. Fatal Bond's, of course, going to help clear that creep wave so fast. Carry and Swarm, we're talking about a Photic Shield. You know, that's not just good for Harass. Once it gets to about this point in the game, where everybody's, I think, 6, right? No, level 4. Only level 4. It's actually not bad, and we're going to be seeing the net going to be going off, but immediately a Photic Shield's going to come in. There's the bite, right-click damage, plus Riptide. Here comes the Avalanche. Go! He's going to be going down, Lord of Avernus. In the meantime, both heroes looking so low. Warlock is going to die. Crobulus is going to take all those right-clicks. There it goes. A nice Fissure plus right-click kill. I've been told I'm a little bit, like, 1 or 2 seconds behind. I'm not sure really what I can do about that. Chalk it down to slow reactions. That's part of, actually that's one of my failings as a gamer is I have like terrible reactions. Like Rikimaru can pop out and like, you know, slash me like 20 times and I'll be like, hey, there's a Rikimaru behind me. I guess I should stun. Or if I'll see like a Spirit Breaker like running and charging right up at my face, hey, that looks like a, oh no, he's not on my team. And we're going to be seeing an Avalanche going off. There's a toss. Fortunately, it did not come off in time for the, get the extra damage. Does not matter. Fisher's going to pick up that kill. Wow, so we're seeing 1 to 4. So I was just saying, Scourge not capitalizing on their ganking lineup, and as I say that, it's now currently 1 to 4. They're 4 times the number of kills. What? And I thought Earthshaker was going to be coming in for a little bit of a kill on this Puck. Puck, of course, farming exceptionally well. Has had free farm 50 to 16. Wow, that's good. That's good for a not. I mean, it's good for a Puck. Of course, a little bit behind in that. Is it 6 a minute? 48. Yeah, it is above that 6 a minute mark. Still managing to maintain that. Well, that's what you get when you get free farm. You have to lose your orb. We're going to be seeing a Ring of Asclepius going to be picked up on the Abaddon. Going to give him a little bit of armor. Going to give him a little bit of mana. We're going to be seeing Ring of Health as well as the... I'm guessing she's going to be going for the Ring of Protection Basilius. Ring of Health is for a... Not sure what that was. Anyway, we're going to be having GX.Brutal was going to pick up another kill right there. That's what I was talking about when I talk about those tiny kills. Avalanche plus Toss. If you toss at the right time, does give you that extra damage ability. Not ability, but it deals double damage. That's what I'm saying. It's so difficult to explain. In the meantime, mid lane, we're going to be seeing Avalanche's tosses as well as the meteor going to be coming down. That is, of course, his main damage skill. And we're going to be seeing tracks going to be placed. Invoker's almost dead. Just one more right click. A shuriken toss is going to be a shuriken toss. Yes, he will be going down in the end to a right click from the Tiny, who's also going to fall himself. Of course, just Windwalk is enough for the... Oh, nicely done with that Carrion Swarm. Unfortunately, not enough just to get out of there from the Bounty Hunter. Score is currently 3 to 6. In the meantime, top lane... Nope, sorry, I thought that was kill. Instead, just going to be fighting some Ogre Maulers. Meantime, bottom lane, Puck has not been participating at all. Still no Blink Dagger yet. We're going to be checking out her farm very, very soon. She's currently level 9. Is she going to get that Blink Dagger now? She's good. Anyway, mid tower, of course, not long for life. So while there is a kill advantage in favor of the Scourge, we are looking at about a few towers. I'm going to say 2 towers, even though this one hasn't gone down yet. And you should never count your towers before they're they're hatched, if that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it will be successfully defended, and it will be going into deny range. Earthshaker going to attempt to deny that right now. Going to reduce the amount of gold going towards the Sentinel side, but there's still sort of an advantage right now. We're just going to check out the items again on the Naga Siren. She has picked up her Ring of Basilius. Going to be very, very useful for her illusions. Is she going to go for Vlad? It's a very strong pushing item. She has not picked up any other components. I don't think she's going for Vanguard. You don't normally get Permanent Shield as well as Vanguard. I mean, you can. It doesn't stack. It does this sort of multiplication thing. Anyway, Naga Siren going to be coming up just to farm. And it looks like, what is that? One of each. Deafening Blast, in which case has been invoked. Yeah, one Quas, one Wex, one Exhort. It's Deafening Blast. I don't know. I haven't played Invoker in forever, but yes, I do know his skills in theory. If you just give me like a minute to think about it, his Invoke list. One of the things I used to do, no matter what, I would just type in Invoke list just to see it, just because it was trolling, or tips. I've forgotten all about dash tips. You can do that in Dota 1. You just type in dash tips and it'll be stuff like, Sven's skill is the Storm Bolt, so you should usually try and max this because it's a reliable stock. He sometimes has mana trouble. It's just hilarious. Cool stuff to watch. I mean, somebody must have written it down, right? That's a lot of work that goes in. And we're going to be seeing the push going to be coming in. Look at all these heroes waiting the wings. This is a 5-man push. They really, really do want this tower. If not, you're committing time. There we go, Exhort plus the Dream Coil. Are they going to get any more kills? There's the Meteor's going to be coming in. Are they going to get the Earthshaker? Unknown. Here comes the Carrion Swarm, just going to push everybody back. And it looks like there's a Sentry Ward dropped. Oh man, here comes the damage. Carrion Swarm plus the Waiting Rift. Unfortunately, not going to get it. A nice phase shift, going to dodge. Plus the Illusory Orb. They're at least going to pick up themselves up a tower. The score is currently 4-6. Even though the Scourge are technically winning, towers, man, towers. Anyway, in the meantime, mid lane, it looks like there's going to be a push going to be coming on. Ring of Basilius has been turned on, so they do want this tower. But, you know, Crobulus ultimate, I think that's physical damage, or is it mixed damage? Either physical or mixed. Either way, it's going to be damaging that tower. It's going to be hitting hard. There comes the Meteor. Such a strong Meteor. And looks at the Crystal Maiden almost dying. Here comes the Avalanche, almost doing an insane amount of damage. Unfortunately, nobody's died quite yet on the Sentinel side. And here comes Gondar going to be coming in. There's one track. I forgot to talk about track bonus gold, of course. The Sentinel are just going to take their victory. Going to get out of there just fine. Nope, there's a Carrion Swarm. Very, very long range. Going to get the Crystal Maiden. I didn't feel she was out of position. Unfortunately, other plans. And here comes the puck coming in. There's a nice kill going to be going off. Waiting Rift, such a powerful spell. I want to see, has he got... Yes, he does have a Blink Dagger, in which case we're looking at... Well, that's the power of the puck. Anyway, I just want to talk a little bit about the... track gold. Of course, track does give you a nice movement speed bonus, and that gold is not something to be underestimated. It's pretty much like a tower's equivalent if you can kill a hero. And, well, even though I say that, I'm just saying that a Yule Scepter of Divinity was just picked up on the Invoker, going to give him way, way more movement speed. And it's such a useful spell, useful item, and it will be Vanguard plus Permanent Shield. So I mean, yeah, it's completely viable. I mean, the amount of regen you're getting and the amount of effective HP it's perfectly viable. I wouldn't do it. I think it's personally a waste of gold, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And keep in mind, I'm like the worst. You guys have seen me cast. You guys have no idea how bad I am at playing. So don't listen to me. We're going to be seeing Gauntlet Strength. Fortunately, no big items picked up on the Gondar. He does work as a semi-carry, but once again, you kind of need items, something like an SNY. Whatever is your fancy, you're going to need it. You can't just walk around naked. Not one of those heroes who can do much without items. Tiny, on the other hand, is one of those heroes who can't. Very, very surprised. He's not for phase boots instead of mana boots. Okay, and we're going to see Yule's as an initiation, plus the Meteor, plus Deafening Blast, Waiting Rift in. Oh, a nice Fisher's going to save his life. Here comes a toss. Oh, so much damage. Aphotic Shield's going to be placed just to keep him in place. And Dream Coil's going to go off. Unfortunately, no kills. They're still trying to push this tower, though. Very, very nice play from Perfect Gaming. Taking this very, very slowly. 7-6 is the score. Look at me. Another Fisher. Oh, Warlock slightly out of place. There's the bite. Track gold. Another toss. Avalanche. But he's going to at least drop that Infernal right before he dies. Well, there's going to be the Sunstrike. Not going to catch anybody. And it looks like this Infernal's still alive. Here comes the ultimate from Crobulus. It's going to hit the tower more than anything else. Track gold has gone. Track has gone off on that Crob. Ooh, long range Fisher going to be going for her. Aphotic Shield just going to try and keep her alive. Such a useful spell, actually. Very, very, very annoying from what I've seen. Carrion Swarm, I'm just going to reduce that creep wave a little bit. And it looks like Tower, are they going to actually make a push-ish? Yes, they are going to make a push. Quas has gone up. 3 Quas Cold Snap? Anyway, we're going to be seeing, yep. bit more damage. The Infernal, oh, Waning Rift in, very, very out of position from that Earthshaker. But here comes a Tiny with that toss plus avalanche. Immediate Yules, self-Yules from the Invoker, deafening blast. Now Tiny's looking in a lot of trouble. At the same time, here comes the Bounty Hunter. They're not even going to get the Invoker, so tanky at this point, but a nice toss is going to do it. Borrowed Time is going to get activated, and Tiny's looking in a little bit of trouble right now, but unfortunately there's no follow-up damage, so very, very nice play from both sides. Score is currently 8-9, and this tower is somewhat successfully defended. In the meantime, keep an eye on the bottom of that mini-map, where the Naga Siren is doing a very, very good job of pushing, capitalizing, just, you know, recognizing, okay, well, everybody's at the bottom lane, so I'm just going to go to the top lane, I'm going to push and get some tower gold, and evens out the towers a little bit. There's still a direct favor for the Sentinel, but, you know, keep in mind, track gold, some nice gold. If there was a gold ref, I think it would be even, maybe slight advantage for the Sentinel, and it will be a Necro Book picked up. Yeah, Mana Boots, just Mana Boots from the regular Stone Hoof. A very, very core item. Wonder if he's going to be able to get his... Oh, wow. Very tanky build. Going to be a Planeswalker Cloak picked up next. And we're going to be seeing that Avalanche going to get off another kill. Was there any track? I believe there was. Phase Boot's going to be the next item of choice on the Gondar. Whew. What was I saying? Yes. Disassembly of the Vanguard into a Hooded Defiance is a distinct possibility at this point. In which case, you know, you don't want the damage block. Naga Siren's really been acting as a pusher at this point. I think she's been maxing her illusions, her mirror image. And here comes the Exhort plus the Meteor trying to catch out the Gondar. Whew, a lot of damage coming out. Do not underestimate the damage from the from that Meteor. Really, it's his, I think, primary DPS spell if we're looking at it in terms of pure damage. There's a track going to be going off on the puck. He's going to immediately run out. There's a Sentry Ward. You can be seen, of course. Unfortunately, it doesn't think he has been skilled that much. It's pretty short, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. And we're going to be seeing a push going to be coming in at the bottom lane. Once again, taking advantage. Not going to be able to get a tower, I believe, for the Scourge. But Sentinel are going to... Yeah. Oh, the Sentinel are going to continue. In fact, in that case, Naga Siren may actually be able to get a tower. If not, at least push down quite a bit of health. Now it is up to the Scourge to defend. 1 rack 17 minutes in is... Well, it's hard slope to climb up if it does occur. We're going to be seeing Tiny going to be pushing the mid lane in that instance. Here it comes. Here comes the push. Necrobooks have just been popped. There's the ultimate coming in from the Crybear. It's going to do so much damage. There's going to be a long-range Fissure. Probably one of the best anti-initiations, sorry, counter-push spells in the game. But here comes the Carrion Swarms. Here comes the ultimate. It's doing so much damage. Glyph has finally been popped. There's going to be another Carrion Swarm. Crystal Maiden, not at all tanky. What she got? Tranquil Boots on Tranquil Boots alone. Well, she is a Crystal Maiden. In fact, actually going to force the Scourge, the Sentinel back. Wow, imagine to waste an ultimate. It is very, very, very big at this point. Seeing Aphotic Shields. Oh, ultimate is actually run out in terms of duration. She level 8. Oh, that is only a level 1 ultimate in that case. Carrion Swarm's going to be coming up. This tower is going to take some big damage, but I do not believe the Sentinel are able to get get another tower for that, which is actually very, very big. You waste an ultimate. In fact, the towers are almost even. Naga Siren is going to be pushing this bottom lane. What's she going to go for? I think Radiance? It's got to be Radiance, right? I mean, she hasn't bought anything in forever. Or is she going to go for Hooded Defiance? Don't know why you're buying tanky items when you're not actually being attacked. The Kanzan has been picked up on the demonic Lennick, as I say. Very, very powerful items. Level 1 Necro Book. Just going to give them even more teamfight potential. I mean, as if you haven't got enough, you've got some big AoE spells coming in from the Invoker. You've got, you know, that Aphotic Shield is going to keep everybody alive. You've got the heals coming in from both the Invoker as well as the Warlock. It's just a very, very strong teamfight-oriented team, and I don't think we've seen them lose a teamfight yet. Particularly this Puck has been diving, weaving in and out, Waning Rifts, doing a tremendous amount of damage with its Illusory Orb, keeping everybody down. Django's going to be the next item picked up on the Bounty Hunter. Finally getting his items. There's a catch-up in Convergence right here. We're going to be seeing anything. You guys, well, I guess if you guys are new viewers, me and Earthshaker, we have a special bond. He's like my... I don't know what he is, but I like watching Earthshaker get big, if you know what I mean. Particularly if he can get like Mana Boots, early Blinks. I just like seeing his ultimate. We're going to be seeing a fight at this bottom tower. Here comes the Warlock. Is he going to get this last hit? He wants it, but he knows that it's very, very dangerous to fight under that tower, and I believe it is now in deny range. Are they actually going to deny it, or they're just, Warlock, what's his face? Bounty Hunter's already run back. No, not going to deny this tower. I really think that might be a mistake. Here comes the toss, plus the avalanche. That was some beautiful damage. Fortunately, no more. No follow-up. No follow-up. What? Anyway, Blink Dagger has been picked up on the Tiny. I do think he suffers a little bit of mana problems. Big T Fight going to be bringing it out right here. Illusory Orb is going to pick off that Bounty Hunter, and it looks like there's going to be a bit of a push. These 3 heroes, insane. Already coming hitting level 8, level 11 on the Invoker. Is he going to go for Aghanims? He's going to pick up a Django, going to give him even more mobility. Look at the fact he's still on regular boots. At this point, he should be running incredibly fast. I think it's extra 30. Yes, it is extra 30 movement speed, plus the extra 10 if he pops the Django. Anyway, I think it becomes 15 if he pops the Django, because he gets the +5 and then +10, which is the extra aura. Anyway, we're just going to be seeing Carrion Swarm, so it looks like there's another push attempt going to be coming on. Forge Spirits this time. Keep in mind the Necrobook units as well. Going to be very, very, very useful pushing down. We're looking at an insane amount of heroes. Meantime, mid lane looks like Naga Siren's going to be pushing it herself. Let's check out her items real quick. Still no item progression. I do think she's saving for a Radiance. Anyway, ultimate has been popped again. Here comes the anti-push in the form of that Fisher, but here comes the Dream Coil onto 2. There's going to be 2 rocks going to be dropped right then and there. Both heroes going to get bursted down. No Bounty Hunter still alive, and the ultimate is going to take down at least 1 tower. Are they going to get this Crystal Maiden? She's looking very, very close. And it looks like Tiny, is he wandering around? There it is, the toss plus the avalanche combo. Unfortunately, not able to get a kill, has to blink out immediately. There's the long-range Fisher, but unfortunately not going to do any damage. They are going to get this Rax, I want to say. The Infernal's doing a lot of work. They are going to get a Rax. I do not think that the Scourge can stop it at this point. Still not, of course, absolute GG, but they do have to repel this attack. Nope. The Sentinel just going to run off. Yep, they're going to get Rax, and they're just going to run off. Do not want to fight this. All the heroes are back to life. It's very, very difficult. Nice initiation from the Sentinel. The reason why they won that team fight, Puck jumped in here and just immediately harassed the heck out of 2 heroes. Once you remove them from the equation, it is just so much easier to push down and fight. Still, we've got another tower did go down from the Sentinel side. Naga Siren is starting to get big. I do believe she outcarries everyone at this point. Not so sure if she particularly outcarries the Invoker. Invoker is so fast. Look at oh, he has a haste rune. I was like, is that his regular move speed? I'm like, oh man, I had no idea Invokers were so fast. But yep, Invoker going to be hitting level 12. I really want him to get Aghanims as well, because I just like, you know, the animation, just light show, you know, that stuff. Blink Dagger, ooh, Blink Dagger initiation. Keep in mind. Okay, nope, just checking it out. Phase Boots, beautifully done. Anyway, not quite over yet. The score is currently 12-9, so not the, you know, kill. Well, it is technically almost 1 kill a minute, but it's not the, you know, like 10 kills a second sort of game that we're expecting to see. Anyway, Gem of True Sight has been picked up. I think I've said the word anyway like 15 bajillion times in the past 10 seconds, which is direct counter for that Bounty Hunter. So very, very annoying. I don't feel he's had as much of an impact in this game as he could have. Like I say, I do not really feel the Scourge have really lived up to their ganking potential, exact ganking potential of this particular lineup. Are we gonna get some kills? Invoker? I don't know what I'm expecting from the Invoker. He has no Force Staff, so he's no real initiation potential, but he is hitting like a boss. Lord of Avernus only picked up a few mana items, just the Basilius plus the mana boots, which is fine. I was hoping to see him as a semi-carry. Level 3 has been picked up. Here comes the initiation. Song of the Siren's going to go off. What's going to be the first thing? What's going to be? Is it going to be an ultimate from the Earthshaker? Is it? No, there's immediate self-fuels. Once that was over, Tiny is going to be dueling it out mano a mano with a Puck. Here comes a long-range Meteor. Dream Coil was dropped. Fortunately, nobody's done that. 3 heroes killed on the Scourge side. Immediate follow-up damage. Wow, beautifully done from the Sentinel. A few more right clicks. Crystal Maiden's also going to follow. Ooh, Sunstrike. Didn't pick her off, unfortunately, but it would have if they had stopped chasing her. But why you would do that, I have no idea. Wow, a beautiful counter gank coming in from the Sentinel. Very, very nicely done. Naga Siren, I think, very, very strongly countered. And look at how fast they're pushing down that tower. In fact, I think it may be GG. If you cannot take down, this lineup when you have the initiation coming in from basically everybody. Like, you had the initiation, perfect Song of the Siren, caught absolutely everybody, and in fact, yeah, you're not gonna be able to take them down when under their terms when they're all awake. And maybe you are. Maybe if you pick them off one by one, we're gonna be seeing the towers taking so much damage from these, from this ultimate. Keep in mind, she does have Witchcraft, which does add to her ultimate. So actually every single level, not just level 11 and 6 and 16, as we normally see, the ultimate will improve, effectively. Yeah, the ultimate improves beyond what it normally does, okay? Beyond its standard level improvement. And she's already so tanky. She's actually skipped the Vanguard. Here comes the toss. Oh, Buzz Avalanche not going to quite get it. Tiny, oh, Tiny, not enough burst damage here, which is a shame. Yeah, we're going to be seeing middle rack's going to be dropping. I'm going to have to call GG on this one. Anyway, a few more. Oh, no, Radiance was picked up. Unfortunately, too little too late at this point. Net went off for the Invoker. No follow-up damage once again, 10 to 16. Overall, I'm not too happy with this game. Dream Coil onto 4. Wow, here comes the Infernal. So much damage. Bounty Hunter taking a little bit from Forge Spirits. Is he actually going to drop? People are dying left and right all around the map. There's the toss coming in. Puck will fall to the Tiny. He's going to be working it now. Meanwhile, top lane's going to get pushed by this Crobulus. And yeah, that is GG. We're just going to watch the final throws. I've been told that people want to see this screen a little bit more. We're going to be seeing an Ultimate Orb going to be picked up on the puck. Should have pulled up the stream a little bit more. Anyway, Bracers, just a little bit of tankiness. I just want to talk about these items. Unfortunately, I didn't have any time to talk about the items. Just people kept running around the map. They were killed, getting off everywhere. This was likely for a Force Staff, just for initiation purposes, also to escape defensively. Not so sure if it was needed. The score ended up to be 19 to 11. Very, very nice counter coming in from the Sentinel of that Song of Siren Sleep. What was this for? Ultimate Orb? I don't want to say it's an Eye of Scotty, but I'm going to say it's an Eye of Scotty. Now, very, very likely it was going for a Hex build, just to counter the Niagara Siren a little bit, or maybe even the Tiny. Both heroes you could have used really a Hex on. A few more right clicks. Going to get Mega Creeps up. Whew, 19 to 11. A few more right clicks. A few more right clicks. Do you have a True Sight? Nope, no more big plays. Here comes the Tiny. He's going to get Yules. Oh, is there initiation? Here comes the Meteor. Cold Snap as well. Going to taking so much damage. A few more right clicks. Tiny's actually going to fall to the right clicks of the Invoker. And here comes Carrion Swarm. A little bit of fountain farming. There's the ultimate. Going to be popped. Do so much damage against the Crystal Maiden. Ooh, Carrion Swarm. Nope. Unfortunately, I don't think going to get it. Ghost Scepter has been picked up. There comes Long Range Fisher. I mean, yeah. Ghost Scepter has been picked up. She's going to be taking so much damage. The ultimates are actually going to do it. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. And here comes immediate damage in. No, not going to get it, unfortunately. Are they? There he goes. Some illusory orbs, some found farming. Everyone's leaving the game at this point. The game is pretty much over. GG, KA. We're just going to watch the fountain fall a little bit. Right click, right click, right click. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Invoker. Ooh, Song and Siren going to be coming in. One last big play. Going to turn this around. Going to turn this around and teleport. What? Okay, no, that was funky stuff. And the Exhort. What just happened? Yeah, so much damage, so much damage. Anyway, we're just gonna check it out. Final score sheet. Just pull this up in case you guys want to check it out. Boots Travel being picked up. These are sort of luxury items at this point. So it was for a Necro Book instead of a Force Staff. Just a little bit of, I don't know, extra pushing power, extra pure damage. Certainly you want to get it before the 27-minute mark. That's fine. Perfectly cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys learned something from it. I hope you guys can give me more feedback. Love the last video that I put up. A lot of people were telling me, you know what, can you please do this? Can you please do this? I'm trying to incorporate that. If I haven't successfully done it to 100% satisfaction, apologize for that. I am still new. I'm hoping to improve. Hope you guys really enjoyed this. You know, comment, subscribe, just more feedback. Hope to give you guys more Dota 1 games in the future. Yep, thank you very, very much. ScreenguardGuy, signing out.